So we're gonna I'm gonna try to do a lunchtime Q&A session as often as I can throughout the week, Monday through Friday. So today is the first one. We're gonna do a lunchtime Q&A where we're gonna be able to. I'm gonna sit here and answer all you guys' questions concerning home care, starting a home care service. And everything that entails, not only starting it, managing it, scaling it, things like that. Also, we could discuss assisted living. So, if you have any questions about getting an assisted living started, where the beginning steps from starting with nothing to how you get it going, locating the property, anything like that, you can getting clients, getting licensed. You're more than welcome to tune in, ask a question, and we can see if we can answer your questions together. Get your questions answered. So I'm just sitting out here. We have this little private beach in my neighborhood that I like to come sit down at, read. I read down here. I do a lot of my, journaling here. A lot of, a lot of my thinking. I just, a lot of my ideas come from just being down here in peaceful places. Like, I ride my bike down here. You can see my bike down at the end of the pier. So, we can definitely do a Q&A if you guys have any questions. I mean, if you don't have any questions, you have any comments or information you want to share, that's also welcome. So, I'm available. So, don't have many people tuned in right as yet, but I'll give it about another 5-10 minutes. If we get some viewers on, then we'll do a Q&A, get some questions going. Tamika Hall, you're considering a business. What Tamika Hall, Nicholson. What business? A home care service or assisted living? Because I had mentioned both. And where are you from? I'm not sure if you can hear me, but Tamika, I had answered your question, or if you're still there, I don't know. I asked you I asked you a question. What business were you considering? A home care service, or a assisted living? So we're having a lunchtime Q&A session. Like I was saying a little earlier before anybody was on. I think there's a couple people on, but I was saying that I'm going to try to do a Q&A session during the week, every lunchtime, around lunchtime, say like between like 12 and 2, I'll try to squeeze one in, answer you guys' question. Like I was saying, I'm down here at this pier. We have a little private pier at the end of my neighborhood. So I usually come home, jump on my bike, ride down here to the pier, to the little beach, and do some of my thinking, return some calls, check out social media. I read here, journal here, brainstorm, mastermind here. Like, I really can, kind of get away from just really get out into nature and get away from the computer. Get from in front of that screen. I'm in front of that screen all day, every day. So try to get out, especially while the weather's nice. It's 60s. It's like 66 here in Annapolis. So try to get out. And while I'm out, I figured I can answer some of you guys' questions. Haven't had any questions as of yet, but this is the first day, and this is the first time I've really been live on this channel, on this page in a while. I tried to go live, a few months ago, and I don't really get a great response. Maybe because I didn't have enough followers, or just wasn't a lot of interest in the people clicking on the live feed. So now that we're at 9,000, we're close to 10,000 followers. I figured I'd give it a try again, this live thing, and see if we can just help people with their questions that they may have. They might not feel like that it's urgent enough to send an email or make a call. They just something that they've been thinking about or not quite sure of, or you've been probably searching around on the internet and you're not getting a very clear answer to your question concerning starting a home care service, or starting not only just starting. I always say starting. A lot of people on this channel, on this page already have services, and they just need some insight or ideas, or some strategies to make their companies bigger. So we can also talk about that as well, scaling your company, taking it from say 2 to 3 clients to 10 to 20 clients. Like, what does that look like? How does that process look, and what does it actually take to get there? We could discuss all those things. And also, since we've been doing assisted living, we've also been sharing some great information. I've been learning some great things from my assisted living partner, Angela, who we do the assisted living who runs the assisted living managers course here in Maryland, but also she's my partner with the seminars as well. So and she helped me start mine. She's helping me with one of my assisted livings also. So we could definitely answer some questions there for you. We're also working with some clients in multiple states as far as assisted living. So if you have any questions and you're not in Maryland, feel free to still ask us, because we're in like 7 states so far that we've been working with clients to get up there to set up their assisted livings. We've been already dealing with clients all over the country, and even in Canada, helping home care services get started. So now we're learning the business state by state. We're running into little different things, but it's pretty similar all over the country. Pretty similar so far, but there are some different levels of restrictions and licenses. It's just some are more complex than others, some are more strict than others. But if you have questions, feel free to ask us, and I'll do my best to, if I don't answer the question directly, and if I can't answer it for you, I'll definitely do everything I can to make sure we get that answer, because it might be something that I need to know, or somewhere I can learn as well. And these Q&A sessions aren't just for you guys, they're for me as well, to grow as a coach, a mentor, a business person, and as a person in general, just helping other people out. There's a lot of benefit in that as well. So I'm here to, answer you guys' questions. That's why I'm sitting out here enjoying the weather, man. Just, we got a big year coming up. We're looking to do 12 states. I want to go to 12 states in 2019. The first state is going to be Memphis, where we're going to be doing we're actually going to be doing a home care seminar and an assisted living seminar all in one. So it's going to be a very content-packed, intense seminar where we're really going to dive deep into both of these business concepts, and talk about some real detailed stuff that you're just not going to find on the internet. It's just people aren't just giving this information away. So look forward to us coming to a state near you in 2019. A city near you in 2019. We're going to be hitting 12 states, 12 cities in 12 different states in 2019. And I will tell you that the first 2 are going to be, I think the first one is Memphis, and that's going to be January, and the second one in March. No. I'm sorry. I'll just tell you about the first one. Memphis is going to be in January. Memphis, Tennessee. We have a great following in Memphis. We get a lot of coaching clients and people buying the business in the box and the starter kits and the virtual coaching. We got a lot of people from the Memphis area, and we want to, I just kind of look at this as like an extended family of mine. Like, I talk to you guys very, very often on a very regular basis, and it's people from all over the country, and they're like, they're just average people just like me who just want to do something different for their family, change their situation, change their financial situation, but also contribute, do something, meaningful and helpful in the community. And, there's no better way to, add value to the community and then generate wealth for yourself than home care and assisted living. It's just like the perfect, it's the perfect business to be in if you care about people and you want to make some good money. So I'm excited to meet you guys one-on-one, face-to-face in these events. Like I said, over the next 12 months of 2019, we're going to try to visit, pretty much we're going to try to get all over the country and shake you guys' hands, meet you guys, and of course add maximum value while we're there as far as the content that we're going to deliver and the information we're going to, give you guys, and and just really strengthen the relationship between my company, AlanCheney.com, and the followers who support me and allow me to do this business and, to help people, get started in their business and inspire them and motivate them to, do better and be better and strive for more than, just employment, and so I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. I actually partnered with the Hilton, so we're going to be, the Hilton has provided us with 12 locations, so in 12 different cities. So I'm excited about that as well, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of you guys. Hopefully, in this coming year, we have another assisted living event scheduled for November 3rd here in Maryland at the Hilton, BWI Hilton, and that's something else that you guys are more than welcome to. It's a free event here in Baltimore. And we're looking forward to meeting you guys and seeing you guys there as well. We're going to be doing a facility tour after the event like we did last time. It was epic. People just really couldn't believe that they were actually behind the scenes. So from being a CNA working at a facility to now you're actually walking through a facility as a potential business owner, as a potential assisted living manager, as a potential, investor in one of these facilities. It's just groundbreaking, and I love to see that these people, these home care workers or healthcare workers, we have phlebotomists, medical assistants, nurses, physician assistants, just different people, therapists, physical therapists. They come into these events and they're like, damn, I could be doing this myself. I own a home, I have a property, or I can rent a property out and do this myself. And it's like they're excited, and it's like I'm very grateful to be able to share this type of information with you guys, to show you guys that it is possible to do this stuff. Like, you don't have to be, wealthy to own a, assisted living facility. You can find a partner. You can meet somebody at one of our events. You can get our consultant. We can help you and guide you through the process. You can, contact your state, get the lowdown on how you get started, all the licensing process, the applications. You get familiar with this stuff. And it's just a new direction of your attention. Once you shift your attention to ownership, business, entrepreneurship, you begin to find ways to get things done. But as long as you're in an employee mindset, it's kind of hard to, you never think about, like, okay, how do I, actually own one of these facilities that I'm busting my hump in, working every day? How do I actually own one? And once you shift that attention, like, a whole new world opens up to you. A whole new set of people that you become, you become friends with, and you expand your network with. A whole different type of conversation begins to happen in your head, in your actual dialogue with these new people that you're meeting, with your current family and friends. They start to see, like, wow, maybe I can take this home care thing, and stop working for somebody else and stop being just another CNA in the community when I can actually, and I see, and you may even see like, okay, I'm working for this agency. They're not doing this and that. We seeing these complaints year in and year out, month in and month out. These complaints, these different families complaining because of this service is not being done this way. And you might see a niche. You might see a hole in the game that you could sew up with your passion, your expertise, and your experience as a caregiver, as a nurse, as a therapist, as a phlebotomist, as a MA, as a cook. You might see different angles that you can approach this business and put your own little twist to it and become successful. And that's what we're here to show you guys. And it's an honor for me to just be able to set time aside and create time, because of the freedom that I had to give back to you guys and say, hey, look, man, I'm gonna create this program for you, and I'm gonna try to make as much of it as possible as I can afford free, so I can come travel, meet you guys in these cities for 5 and 6 hours at a time, sit down, really dialogue with you guys, meet you, help you out, inspire you, let you know that just a regular person, a regular family, you can actually make this stuff happen. And that's what we're here for. That's what I want you guys to understand, that it's nothing that's impossible for you guys to get this stuff done. Another thing with this, just with the assisted living, it was just a phenomenal, just kind of go back to the event we had on that, and just it was just a phenomenal thing to see these home care workers just really light up. Like, wow, I work in these places, but now I'm in a position to where as though now I see the potential for me to actually own one of these places, and for me to care for, have my own residents and care for them in a way that I see fit, making sure, adding value to their life in a way that I see that they deserve, and that's just like, that's epic for me. I think that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. Look at this bird. It's like fish jumping out the water and he just scooping them down, scooping them up as he fly by. So right now we're just doing a lunchtime question and answer session. So if anybody has any questions, I was kind of rambling for a second, but if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them to me. You can drop them in the comment section, and I'll be able to answer them. Maisha, hey, what's up? Maisha Smith, I hope I say your name right. Glad you could join us. So yeah, we're just doing a lunchtime Q&A. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were around or you were listening, but I was, I'm gonna try to do this lunchtime Q&A on a day-to-day basis, depending on the weather and just how I feel. Because I can sit in the office and just talk, but I like to get out and I can really get my thoughts together once I'm away from my computer, away from the computer screen and all my paperwork and all that stuff on my desk. I like to kind of get out, get some fresh air, think, then I can really kind of dialogue with you guys and talk and answer some questions, and my mind can kind of work a little better. So I decided to come down here and do this Q&A session. This is a little private pier that we have in my community that we can the residents can take advantage of. It's a little private beach here. I live right at the top of the hill, so I can just ride my bike here. It's my little raggedy bike, and so yeah. If you guys have any questions, she said, how many homes do I own? I have one assisted living property that I own, and I have another one that I'm in a partnership with. So I don't own it fully, but I'm in a partnership with it. So that's one I own and one that I have a partnership with. And it's only my second one. But my goal is to open up 4 a year. So transitioning from not only being a home care service, but also assisted living as far as my retirement strategy going forward for the next 10 years. Man, this is a blue crab. And Stacy, that was from Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Man, that's a Maryland blue crab. I hope he's alive, because I never really catch him alive. But we eat a lot of blue crab down here. So, and I was on I was sailing yesterday, and the captain, he was telling us like, why did we get so many blue crabs? But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them to me. But he was saying that we get a lot of blue crabs because the depth of the water in the Chesapeake Bay, which is part of, is close to where we're at, is very shallow. It's like at its depth, the average is like 21 feet deep, and that's very shallow for a large body of water that's 20 miles wide and 30 miles long or something like that. So because of that, the water stays warm, and that allows it creates a great environment for blue crab. So that's why we have so many blue crab in this area. Just something I learned yesterday from being out there with the sailors. So, but anyway, yeah, this is just my lunchtime Q&A. Been on here for about 20 minutes, and I think I got one question so far. From Stacy asking how many homes do I own. So, and I guess she was talking about assisted living properties that I'm involved in. So, yeah. But my partner, just to kind of give you some background on like why I feel confident enough to help you guys out, my partner who helps me, who I partner with the coaching and the seminars, is Angela. She was at the last seminar, and she's going to be at all the Maryland seminars, the assisted living seminars going forward, because we actually visit her facility as part of the seminar. So, and she's been doing it for 20 years. She has several properties, more than 10, and so yeah, that's how I kind of, that's how I'm confident to, offer this training and coaching to you guys as well. I know you're like, well, you only got 2 properties, you only got 2 assisted living facilities. How are you, what makes you feel like you're qualified to, teach somebody else how to get started? Well, that's it. Like, I felt confident enough because we already had the property for the first one for a while. But it was when I met her and got with her that I really felt confident that, we could actually help the people who I've already been talking to, and a lot of people already been dealing with the home care, that we can also show them, just kind of grow together and learn together with the assisted living. Or any way of getting funding to help from state with the starting up of these homes. I once had a personal care home that I made. Hold on one second. So you're asking me, how does it if the state has any funding? Like, each state is different, but I'm gonna tell you guys, it's a lot of funding out there. You want to start at the SBA, the Small Business Administration Association, the SBA, and then if you're like, you got to look at like who you are and like what you're eligible for. So if you're a minority, there's certain grants and programs that can help you out for funding, and this is just like the grants and stuff like that. Now, you can also get a small business loan and stuff like that if you're eligible as well, but it's just a matter of going to the SBA, going to your local SCORE, which is another program that's in most cities and states. It's called SCORE. It's through the SBA, but they actually walk you through some of these processes of getting your loan application process, helping you with proposals and business plans and stuff like that as well. So just go to SCORE in the SBA in your local area, and they can give you some guidance and direction. And then you're going to ask about if you're a minority, and being a woman does make you a minority. So you might be a double, triple minority. You might be a black woman. That's already 2 minorities. And then you may have a child. You may be a single parent. That makes you a 3-time minority. So when you start getting these 2 and 3 minority, you're in these multiple brackets. So now you get more and more eligible because you have these different things. So, so yeah, you would definitely want to check with stuff with them with the SBA for those details. I don't really deal with any grants or anything. We prefer to, if we do need money, we find private partners, private investors that we work with. We present the opportunity, come up with the terms, and then we get funded that way. If it's any real estate or business financial needs that we need. How do you get started? Roseanne, how do you get started? How do I get started in what? Because we're talking about two things we're talking about today is the assisted living and the home care. How long does it take to fully establish your home care business? So what do you mean fully established? When you say fully established, do you mean, okay, we can say fully established means licensed, insured, bonded, you know, you have your website up, you have your marketing material out in the community. I mean, depending on if there's no state license requirement, you can have that up and running in 2 months max. But if there's a license requirement, you can have all that other stuff done, but then you'll still have to wait for the state license requirement, and that can sometimes hold you up. So you can have your company established but not licensed if you're waiting on a license. But if you're in a state where there is a license, there's no license, you can be fully established in a month, like 2 months, you know, depending on your budget. I mean, because it's just once you get your license, once you're insured and bonded, and you know you establish your, you know, business accounts and stuff like that. You register with the state, and you know everything that needs to be done on the on the state level that's gonna, you know, that you have to do as far as just to register your company. But if there's still no license, you can pretty much be up and running in 2 months, 2 to 3 months, and it depends on your budget. You can get serious and pay for everything in the first week, and start marketing for clients and recruiting caregivers in the first month. So there's no real time constraint outside of your budget and the license requirement of your state. So hopefully that helps you. And that was Donnell. Man, I'm not gonna be able to say you guys' name. I hope I said it. Donnell, but it's an I in there, so it's like, how do you Donnell? Marie. I'll just say Miss Marie. So that was your question. How long does it take to fully get established? And Roseanne asked, how do you get started? And I had asked her to kind of clarify, how do you what are you referring to, home care service or assisted living? So it's beautiful out here today. Like I couldn't really appreciate this, you know, and you know, it was either during the summer, it was either roasting, it was either like, you know, 100 degrees, or it was raining. So I was just like in the house, you know, or in the office, like, man, because, you know, just because it was just like too wet or too hot. So Danielle. So Danielle, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Danielle. Beautiful. So yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna do this lunchtime Q&A session for I'm gonna try to get it in from, you know, at least an hour every day. Don't hold me to it, because things do come up between 12 and 2. I try to squeeze an hour in of this lunchtime Q&A. So if you have any questions, or you know, you got anything that you know, or you just have a comment or something you like to share with us, or some success story or some trouble you're dealing with, maybe we can help you there as well. So, as far as this, starting a business, and again, a lot of business principles are universal. So if you have just a general business question, feel free to ask as well. But what we do specialize in is the assisted living and the home care. So, correct, great, Danielle. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot. We're gonna go until it's 1:47. We'll wrap it up at 2:00. But this is usually where I come to read, get away from the computer. Some people trip on me because I'll take a nap right there. Like usually I'm listening to an ebook and I'll sit in the little beach chairs right here and I'll go right to sleep. So yeah, I definitely like to come down here to brainstorm, outline my goals. I try to outline my goals, like my 1 year, 1, 3, 5 year goals, 10-year goals every week. Like I'm looking at that stuff every week. I learned that one. You can't just sit down and kind of just get away from the computer screen. So this is where we come to eat crabs and barbecue and stuff like that and entertain. He said, where is this? I need to know about how do you get the jobs? What do you mean the jobs? Yeah, Deborah, you said, where is this? Where to get the jobs? I'm not sure what you mean about the jobs. What jobs are you referring to? Where is this? I need to know about how do you get the jobs? So really walking around trying to get some service because the service isn't great. I know you guys can probably see it keep timing out. So, but we're gonna go for another 10 minutes. We got it's 1:50 now. Deborah Shepherd said, where is this? I need to know how to go about getting the jobs. I'm trying to figure out what she means. Is she referring to contracts or something like that? I don't understand what she means when she says get the jobs. This is hey Victoria, how you doing? If opening home care, also Deborah, getting contracts. Oh, you just gotta getting contracts is it's just building your referral network. We call it meaningful relationship development, where you actually go to different facilities and organizations in your community to serve the organization to service seniors, your adult daycare centers, your nursing homes, your assisted living facilities, your hospitals, your rehab centers, places like that. And what we do is we start building meaningful relationships with these organizations and people who are actually in these organizations. And we start with the gatekeeper. We start with the receptionist. Eventually, we try to get to the administrators, and we constantly, remain present in their space without being a nuisance. We're calling, we're following up with mail. We're visiting. We're dropping off material and literature, and we're just seeing whatever route that we have to go to actually get that contract or be a referral source from this particular organization or these particular businesses or people who service the senior community in our area. And it's a whole strategy around it, but it basically consists of being consistently following up via email, phone call, letters, and visits, and just kind of strategically doing that week in, week out, day in, day out, month in, month out, and understanding that these organizations, statistically, through research, people have figured out that referral sources work with the people that they saw, that they last met with, and the person that they like the most. So if you're the person that they like the most and the person that they've seen last, then your chances are you'll get the contract. So, Danielle, is it necessary to get a commercial office when starting out? It depends on your state. Obviously, you're talking about the home care service. So, if it's different state requirements. So, like some states require you to get a office, and some states don't. So you just have to. It's a state by state thing. What state are you in? I might know right offhand. What part of the U.S. is this? Where I'm at right now, I'm in Maryland, if that's what you're asking. But the information that I'm sharing with you guys, it works pretty much all over the country. Just the only thing that differs is the state license requirements. Missouri, I'm not sure. So, Danielle, I'm not sure that if you guys need a state license, I mean a office, or could you guys use a home office? Because here in Maryland, we can use a home office. And I definitely suggest, if your state allows you to use a home office, start out with a home office. Because I see a lot of people, they go to rent these offices, get these nice, pretty offices with these pretty desks and all these cabinets and stuff, and they don't have one penny coming in. And that's kind of scary when you first start out. Now you got another monthly, expense that you're not being able to cover with your income. So you have to use the current income that you have instead of new income that you created with your business. So definitely try to definitely check Missouri. Just call them, the licensing agency. They got all different kind of names for state to state, but whoever issues the home care license, they should be able to tell you. You should be able to call down there and find out if you need if you're allowed to have a home office, or are you forced to get a actual brick and mortar office. Great. I think Pennsylvania, you could work in a home office, and you could work from home in New Jersey as well. So that's cool. Definitely take advantage of that for as long as you possibly can. If you never have to get an office, don't ever get one. I would say get a virtual office for your business identity. So, you don't want people coming to your private residence, but that's where you can function from. But if you have to meet people in the world, you can use a virtual office, and then you can use that as well for your marketing and your website and stuff like that. All the public information, for the public's eye. So with the state, you can have your license, but with the public, when you're doing your marketing, your Facebook, you're sending out your material, you can use a virtual office. Yeah, definitely you want to be generating income before you take on any monthly expenses. And the only monthly expense you should try to that you should have before you start making money is marketing. All your money should be going into marketing and building your network. No one really wants to pay rent unless paying rent. If you're paying $1,000 a month, but then you're making $10,000 a month, then paying rent doesn't become such a big of an issue. So it has to make sense. Yeah, insurance is. I was seeing my monthly expenses. Danielle, when you say and insurance, it's not really a monthly expense. Your insurance policy should be, it should be yearly. You might have you could probably get it broken down in payments. So that might be, and I don't even see them doing it monthly, but it might be quarterly. You might have to pay like 4 times to get it paid all the way off. But I mean, you might have some insurance companies who break it down in monthly payments for you. Yeah, so that's good stuff. Good stuff. So we got a nice bit of questions for the first time me going live and shoot about a year with this page. I usually go live on Instagram, but just not really doing anything professional, just messing around for real. But I'm a scoot over to Instagram at 2 o'clock for about 30 minutes and go live there with a Q&A and see if we get any kind of questions. See if I can get some questions and give them some great feedback. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here in 2 more minutes. So if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and shoot them now. And I mean, if after this, obviously you can also give us a call on our line, our home care hotline, and then also you can shoot us an email anytime. All the emails, the phone number, everything is in this Facebook business description, the profile description. So, how many office staff should you start out? Well, office staff, that should be you. And if you work a full-time job, I would hire if so. That's a great question actually, because I'm definitely getting I definitely get that question a lot. So I work full-time. I want to start a home care service, and I got office duties that I need to take care of. I got people calling in, caregivers calling in. I got potential leads calling in because I'm putting marketing in the community. I want to start building my my referral network. I need calls going out. I need outgoing calls. I need outgoing emails going out. I need to start putting my business in the community, putting my name out there, making calls, shooting out emails like who's doing this stuff. And this stuff needs to be done during the day. And guess what? I work all day. So what I would say to that question, who asked me how many staff, that's Victoria Stewart, I would say get a part-time office assistant, start out with, if you work full-time. So like if you work full-time during business hours, let me say that. Some people work at night, and if you work at night, you got to figure out how to wake up a little, work, get your sleep in, but try to be up at least 4 hours during the business day between 9 to 5 and try to get as much as that in as possible while that's occurring. But if you do work 9 to 5 while the business hours are open and when most offices are taking calls and when you can actually reach people in the community, in the business community, you want to have a part-time admin. And I would start her out at $10 an hour, 20 hours a week, $200 a week, and really have her really beat the phone up. So this is my thing. When I'm paying somebody to do work, you're not doing filing. I'm not paying you to file. I'm not paying you to, play around with folders and, organize and make the office look pretty. I'm paying you to generate sales. So you're going to be calling referral. You're going to be developing our referral network for 4 hours. That's all I want you to do. I can do everything else. I don't need you setting up no interviews. If somebody calls the phone and they're interested in a job, you just send them the email, tell them to send a resume, and then you get back on the phone calling potential referral sources. So that's what I would definitely have them do. Developing your your first office staff, even if you're in the office with them, their number one duty, and yours too, is to be developing referral sources and generating sales. Like nothing else matters if you don't have no clients. Nothing else matters but sales. Like obviously you want to put some ads on Indeed and get your caregivers coming in, but the most important thing is to generate sales and to develop your referral network. Create the documents that you're going to be sending to these referral networks, to these different people in these different offices that I spoke about earlier. And creating these relationships, setting appointments, you going to visit with them. I wouldn't send no office admin to no referral source in the beginning. She has to be very well versed in her job and your businesses, your company's philosophy and what you guys are about. And she has to she has to represent you guys very well. And then, until then, you're going to have to figure out a way to either call off or go in a little early or go in a little late at work, if so, to make these appointments. Because if she does book these appointments, you definitely want to go to them. And again, I'm talking about potential referral sources. So, yeah, she said I'm calling now. Okay, so you might get I think Nisha or Tiffany should answer. Or you might get a voicemail. If you get a voicemail, that means they're busy on another call, and just leave a message and they'll give you a call back. Victoria, go live after 6 p.m. Why? You're here now, so you're just looking out for everybody else. But yeah, after 6, I get started at like 8, 7 in the morning. So if at 6, I'm done. I try to give it like a good 8, 9 hours, then I'm done for the day. So I can try to get like 6, 7, go live. But I feel like a lunchtime Q&A for the people who are at work, you're gonna be on. I already know you're on Facebook anyway at lunch. You probably on Facebook the whole day while you're at work. So I know you could jump in on ask me a quick question if it's important to you. You'll find a way. And like I said, once we log off of here, you can go ahead and catch me on email, shoot me a text message, or just give us a call. And like I said, if you don't get through on a call, see, a lot of people call and don't leave a message. And if you don't leave a message, we just not returning no missed calls. So you have to leave a message and let us know what you're calling about. For one, that let us know you're serious, and for two, we'll be able to be prepared when we call you back. I want to be able to get a message from someone, and they tell me what they need. So if I'm someone I return a call, I can make sure I have what they need when I return the call. I don't want to call you back and then now you're gonna tell me what you need, then I gotta go find out what you need, then call you back again. So tell me what you need, call us back, give us a call, leave a detailed voicemail, and we'll be able to help you from there. All right, Victoria, thank you. No doubt. Thank Maisha, thank you for tuning in, and you're the reason why I have no problem giving out this information for people like you who say that they really appreciate it. So for the thousands of people who just get the information, they don't show no love, they don't purchase no products, they don't say nothing, they don't like one thing, but I know they watching. It's people like you, just one person that keeps it going, that says, hey, I appreciate it, thank you, keep it coming. And that's what motivates me and inspires me to keep it going. So I'm about to jump on this raggedy bike. And you guys don't see this big old hill, but yeah, I think we got cut off. Yeah, y'all don't see this big old hill I gotta ride up. It's a pleasure coming down, but it's hell going back. So it's a very steep hill. So about to jump off. Thank you guys. Anita, thank you. Marcia, thank you. Victoria, Danielle, Deborah, Roseanne, and I think that's it. That's Stacy. Stacy, thank you for showing love. Thank you all, man. Thank you for hanging out with me. Catch me tomorrow. This same, if it's decent out, I'd ride back down and we could do it again. My IG is Alan Cheney _8 home care business coaching, but it's HCBC _. So HCBC Alan Cheney _H, or just hashtag, just look hashtag Alan Cheney on Instagram, and you'll be able to find me from there. So hashtag Alan Cheney. So Celinda, is that it? Is that how you say it? Thanks for joining, Celinda. I'm terrible with this. I'm not even gonna try to do no names. I'm sorry, because I don't want to be hacking nobody's name all up on live Facebook world. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll be back tomorrow. And again, I'm gonna jump on. So I gotta go up this big hill and get back to the office, and then I'll probably step out and jump on IG for about 30 minutes. I didn't get as much feedback on IG in a while either, so I'll see what's up with it, but I'm not going to be on there long. If we get some questions, I'll answer them, but I'm not going to spend too much time on there. I feel like the Facebook business page, the Alan Chaney business page, the page we're on now, has a lot much more serious people who have really been supporting and really trying to get this thing done, or getting it done and just need to help to get further. So I'm gonna kind of focus here. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a blessed day. It's beautiful, at least where I'm at. If it's beautiful where you're at, definitely go out and get you some sun while we got it, and enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Monday.